Look at the work this spider spent to his little spider web here. He's catching all the leaves. Oh, it's bright. What is going on, guys? I am Samuel and welcome back to Louisiana. Today, we're going somewhere new. We're going to New Roads, Louisiana. I guess we're going down some new roads. I'm interested in this place because they've got a new skate park. It's really small, but it's built by the American Ramp Company and I want to ride it on my bike. And it's right by the lake, so we're also gonna take the kayak and gonna try to get redemption kayaking without losing my camera this time. So we gotta load the truck up and get myself there. There is a chance it rains this afternoon, and if it rains, then that would delete biking and kayaking, but I think we can make it happen as long as it doesn't rain too hard. So let's get ready for this adventure. So we've made it to the spot. There's a little splash pad. This is a whole little park and event center. And there's this weird metal building. I'm not really sure what this is. This is an interesting thing for a skate park to be at. But this is a New Roads park and we're gonna ride it. It's super small. It's made by the American Ramp Company. I'm just kind of interested to check these ramps out, see what kind of stuff we can rip at a really small skate park. It might end up being super fun, might end up being a bust. Let's find out. Good news is there's no rain currently falling out of the sky, so we're set. And I think rain would be pretty detrimental because all of the ramps here are metal and there's not a huge selection. You've got a bank, you have a little A-frame and a quarter pipe and then a half pipe over here. I think we're gonna start off in the half pipe. This A-frame might be pretty fun. I've never even ridden one properly before, so my first A-frame is gonna be about 2 feet tall. We're gonna try this place out and see what stuff can be done. Let's get a session in this half pipe, see if we can do any cool tricks on it. To make sure that we're a good law-abiding citizen, we're gonna read the rules here at the New Roads skate park. We've got to skate at our own risk. We can do that. The park is open from dawn to dusk. Helmets, pads, safety gear are strongly recommended. Please keep the park clean. Skateboards and roller blades only. No profanity, drugs, or alcohol. We're gonna ride now. I'm gonna start this session off with a bang. I'm gonna do a caveman off this little railing into this little bank. That might be something never done before here. That was an interesting one. I've never done a caveman off a railing. There was not much to balance on. But now we're gonna roll around this little park and do some proper tricks. Let's see if I can do a foot jam and a bar spin and a grind. That would be some pretty basic tricks that if you're gonna do in this little small space, then that would prove this is actually a decent skate park. Woo! Since I'm so technical now, we're gonna do a disaster stall with a half cab out down this miniature quarter pipe. See if I can do that. Now I might just try to step that up and add a bar spin into it. Let's see if I can pull that. My hand was slipped off the grip. That was one of my sketchiest tricks ever, but we rolled away, so I'm taking that. That was a pretty gnarly trick for this little tiny skate park. I don't know, 2,000 square feet? That's pretty good. Well, we got our ride in just in time. Look at all the black clouds coming in. And the funny thing is, this skate park is right next to a little splash pad. I think everything is about to be a splash pad pretty soon. This little covering has holes in it, so everything under it's also wet. And the ramps over here, being metal, if you've ever experienced wet metal, you know the traction is not there. It is just like a water slide. And that's exactly what all these are. There is zero grip, you just slide right down them. They're kind of scary to even walk on. Even this concrete is slippery. And my last time I tried rolling up this, I just slipped all the way out. So that's the downside of metal ramps. When they get soaked, you cannot ride them. But aside from that, everything here is super well built, and even though it's like super tiny, I had a blast riding this place. It was pretty cool. I'm glad I came to check it out. I'm not gonna be another time to ride here, but I'm glad I got to say I did it once, especially because of this rule with how much they love my bicycle. We got our ride in, probably not gonna get a kayak in, but that's okay. We're gonna say goodbye to New Roads for now. Even compared to my backyard, that skate park was a lot smaller, but I had a ton of fun riding and I did some stuff a little bit more than I was expecting to do. The bar spin disaster half cab out was a technical line and I have a lot of fun doing that trick. I perfected on these little 3.5 foot ramps, but I've never done it in a skate park before, I don't think. And I think that was my first time doing it in a skate park, and it was a super tiny one. The whole place was like a 60-foot diameter circle, and I found that the huge metal building was an old cotton building, and they stored a lot of cotton in there, and now they use it for like events and stuff. So it was a really cool spot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your grandmother, go take her out for an adventure, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.